Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. Today's date is May 26, 1969. We are at Atlanta Stadium for a pretty big National League matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. The Cardinals are pretty strong. They're coming to this game with a record of 28-13. They are strong. They're right behind the Chicago Cubs in the National League East. The Atlanta Braves started out slow, but they now have a record of 21-18. And at the moment, the Atlanta Braves are tied for third with San Francisco behind Houston and Cincinnati. So right now, those are the top teams in the divisions in the National League as we go to a pretty good matchup we get tonight between the Redbirds and the Bravos. Jeremy Brooks is first to join us here at Atlanta Stadium. The Braves historically won this game. The Braves had 3 runs, 5 hits, and an error. The Cardinals got shut out, no runs, 5 hits, and no errors. But let's see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight. So hopefully you guys will join in and settle down. We got some Hall of Famers in the lineups in the lineups tonight. So let's see if they give us some Hall of Fame baseball. Why not? Let's go. Let's begin. I think we should get to the game. Not a bad idea. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves is Hall of Famer Phil Niekro. Absolutely. 23 wins, 13 losses, 1 save, a 2.57 ERA, 193 strikeouts in 69, had 50 walks. We are at Atlanta Stadium. This is a hitter's park, 161 home runs, -5 to strikeouts, and -2 to walks. So as Phil Niekro goes ahead and gets set up, and of course he is a Hall of Famer, and he has over 300 wins, so absolutely he would be in. So without further ado, let's go to the top of the first, and let's see what the Redbirds have to bring. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the left fielder, another Hall of Famer, Lou Brock, one of the greatest of all time. I kind of think so. Before there was Ricky Henderson, there was Lou Brock, 298 average, 12 homers, 47 RBIs. And he is definitely will lead off here for the Redbirds. We're going to use gray, white, and white dice. Braves are the home team. The fans here at Atlanta Stadium are set and ready to go for a pretty good matchup between the Cards and the Bravos. Let's go to the first pitch. Niekro, 2.5, strikeout 15, that will miss. Brock, 6.5, and he leads off with a base hit to center field. So he will go ahead and start with a single. And now we'll see the second baseman, Julian Javier, 282 average, 10 homers, 42 RBIs in 69. Infield double play. Of course, Brock was a thief. He had 53 stolen bases, and he's going for 1 here. 16 plus 2 is 18. The catcher, Bob Didier, plus 1. The only way Brock is out is on a 20. And that's a 6. He will steal second base easily. Stolen base for Lou Brock takes away the double play. And he does not get the chance to go to third. He will stay at second. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 4-2, strikeout, 15 will miss. Javier, 6-1, and against the righty, that's a ground out to second base. That'll be handled by Felix Mian. And the throw goes to first, and Brock will go to third. On a ground out to second. And now the center fielder, Curt Flood. Always felt he was one of the better definitely I felt underrated player. 285 average, 4 homers, 57 RBIs in 69. Brock is at third. Infield will be in, and nothing on the 8th. Niekro, 1-6, strikeout, 19, no chance. Flood, 2-1, and Flood will put the Cardinals on the board, and that's going to be a double into center field. Brock will go ahead and walk on home, and just like that, it's 1-0 in favor of the Redbirds. RBI double by Flood. And now we'll see the first baseman, Hall of Famer Joe Torre, as a manager, but some people think he should be in as a player as well. 289 average, 18 homers, 101 RBIs in 69. Frank Rozek joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Flood will stay at second base. Niekro, 4-6. That's at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 1-1. That's a ground ball to second base. Once again, Felix Millan will make the play, and the throw will go to first, and Flood will go to third. 2 men out, runner on third base. And now that'll bring up the catcher, Tim McCarver. I still feel he's an underrated catcher. 260 average, 7 homers, 51 RBIs. And when you get a chance to catch Bob Gibson in your career, that ain't too bad. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 11. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 1-1, blank. McCarver, 5-6, and that is a ground out to first base. And Orlando Cepeda will go ahead and take it himself to the bag. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits and a stolen base. And the Cardinals got jumped out in front pretty quick. Rick Weary joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. And Phoenix Knight. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals tonight is Nelson Briles. 15 wins, 13 losses, a 3.51 ERA, 126 Ks, 56 walks in 69. That's actually a respectable year. Nothing wrong with that. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Braves will be the center fielder, Felipe Alou. 282 average, 5 homers, 32 RBIs. Briles will pitch. Briles, 3-4, blank. Alou, 2-2, base hit, hits one into left field, and the Braves get the leadoff man on as well. Single for Alou. And now the second baseman, Felix Millan, 267 average, 6 homers, 57 RBIs. Infield is a double play. Alou only had 4 stolen bases. He won't get any here. Millan gets the bunt sign, but he's going to swing. Briles, 5-2, blank. Millan, 4-3. That is a ground out to short. 2-2-3. Second base pivot, Javier, 0. 1-3. It's a double play. And he got 2 outs. 6-4-3 double play. Hit into by Millan. Maybe he should have bunted. And now that will bring up this guy. Some bum by the name of Hank. Right fielder, the hammer himself. Still considered the greatest home run hitter of all time. Hank Aaron, 300 average, 44 homers, 97 RBIs. Some people still consider him the home run king. 2 men down. Briles will go ahead and pitch. Briles, 5-6, possible error. Aaron, a 1-1. That's a double into left field by Aaron. He'll get 1 or 2 bagger. The left fielder is Lou Brock. His error rating is an 11. That's a 13. He will not make an error, and Aaron will stop at second base. So how big is that double play there? So Aaron gets a double. He'll hold at second. Clean baseball fan joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. And yes, I got the 2025 MLB schedule already. I've already seen a couple of games that do interest me. Besides the ones down here in South Florida, I may go see the Mets in New York again. That'll bring up the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda, Hall of Famer. Absolutely. Recently passed away. 257 average, 22 homers, 88 RBIs. Aaron on at second. Strategy. He'll stay there. Briles, 5-4. Strikeout 10. That will be too high. Cepeda, 1-5, and against a righty, that'll be a base hit past third. Aaron will easily come around from second. He will score. We're tied at 1. That double play was huge, but Cepeda will tie it up with an RBI single, and we're tied at 1 here. And now we'll see the third baseman, Clete Boyer, a 250 average, 14 homers, 57 RBIs. Cepeda still on at first, and that's a 20. Briles throws to first, and no. Cepeda will get back. Now Briles will deal. 3-5, error on a grounder. Boyer, 4-2. That is smacked into right field, and that's going to be a double to right. Right fielder is Joe Haig. His error rating is a 16. That is a 4. That's going to be an automatic error. Cepeda will come around and score automatically. Boyer automatically reaches third. A 1-3. Haig's arm is a +2. A 1-5. Boyer will score. And he will. Stadium cheers. Yay. That's going to be a double and an E9, which will go ahead and bring in 2 runs. And the Braves now have a 3-1 lead. And that is the first error on the Cardinals. They did not have any errors in the game historically. So right now, Nelson Briles not getting any help. And now the shortstop, Sonny Jackson, a .239 average, a homer, and 27 RBIs. 3-1 Braves. Cardinals not playing pretty well out there. Briles, 6-1, strikeout, 11 is too high. Jackson, 3-4. That's a line drive to second. That's gloved by Javier, and that will do it. 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. And the Braves have a 3-1 lead after 1. Might be one of those games. Doug Hunt joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. And Matthew Stringer joins us here as well. We go to the top of the second. And leading off for the Cardinals will be the third baseman, Bob Johnson. Johnson will be on the Oakland Athletics later in 1969. He is a Cardinal today. .302 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs in 69. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 6-4, strikeout 4. That will be too high. Johnson, 1-2. He leads off with a base hit to center field. Single for Johnson to get the things going for the Cardinals. Here's the right fielder, Joe Haig, a .170 average, 2 homers and 8 RBIs in 69. Infield a double play. Johnson, that's a 20. Niekro throws to first and got him, picked him off. His pickoff is a 1-6. That is a 5, and he got Johnson. Picked him right off, 1 down. And now Haig will bat with the bases empty. Niekro, 1-1, blank. Haig, 3-3. That is a grounder to shortstop, taken care of there by Sonny Jackson. And over to first it goes. And now here's the shortstop, Dal Maxville, 175 average, 2 homers, 32 RBIs for the Cardinals. Niekro, 6-2. That's a pitcher result. That 11 is going to be an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball hit to third base, taken care of there by Boyer. He will toss it over to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. And we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Braves will be the catcher, Bob Didier. Don't know much about him, although his name does sound familiar. .256 average, no homers, 32 RBIs in 69. Briles, 3-6 against a switch left, blank. Didier, 2-1, and that's flied to right field. And Joe Haig, he will camp under it and get it. Next up is the left fielder, Mike Lum. Not a bad fielder. .268 average, a homer, and 22 RBIs in 69. Only saw 168 at bats that year. Briles, 3-3, walk, 19, no way. Lum, 6-3, base hit, hits it past first into the outfield, and Lum gets a single. Runner on base. And now the batter is the pitcher, Phil Niekro, capable hitter, 211 average, 7 RBIs. I feel if any pitcher has a batting average of at least 150 and higher, that makes him pretty capable. Infield a double play. Lum had no stolen bases. He won't get any here. Niekro does get the bunt sign, but he's going to swing. Briles, 5-4, strikeout 1. That will get him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Briles, 2 away. That was a 1, and that is usually pretty much automatic, even with the -5. Alou is next. He got a base hit his first time up. Lum still on at first. He'll stay there. Briles, 4-5 against a righty. Strikeout +10, and that 9 still won't get him. He becomes a 13. -5 is an 8. That's a 9. He doesn't get him. Alou, 4-1, but he does ground it right back to Briles. Briles will go ahead and get that. He will toss it over to first for the out, and that will do it. No runs and a hit for the Braves, as Briles has a better inning from the first. Still 3-1 after 2. Top of the third. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the pitcher, Nelson Briles. He had a 105 average. He did have a home run in 69, 5 RBIs. Niekro, 5-1. That is a home run chance. Righty, 1-5. The 3 is good. Against a righty, Briles needs a 6. Does Briles go ahead and get the bomb? No. Briles, 6-3. Instead, he hits a deep fly ball to right field. Hank Aaron is at the track. He is at the wall, and he's going to make the catch, and he can't believe he had to go that far for it. 1 out. Briles misses a bomb. And now the batter is Brock, as Ben Witz joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. Brock's got a base hit his first time up. Stole a base as well. Niekro, 4-5, walk, 14 is too high. Brock, 3-3, and he gets a base hit. It's a single past second, and Brock will get another hit. Second hit of the game for Brock. And now Javier. Javier is 0-1, infield double play. Brock, of course, is a thief. That is a 19. He's not going. Niekro will go ahead, and he will pitch. Niekro, 3-1, strikeout. No way on the 20. Javier, 6-3. That's a fly ball to center. Felipe Alou says he'll get to it and put it away for the out, 2 away. 2 outs for Flood. Flood got a double his first time up, scored Brock. With 2 outs, does Brock get the steal sign? Yes, he does, and he's going. A 1-19, he is safe. And he gets in, stolen base for Brock, a second of the game. And why not? Second stolen base for Brock. The only way he was out was on a 20. They'll redo the strat, and he'll stay at second base. Brock on at second. 2 outs. Niekro trying to get out of this little jam. Niekro, 5-6. Strikeout 2. That will be too high. Flood, 5-5. It's a power hit to right field. That's a 1, and that's going to be a base hit to right. Against the righty, it's a single. Brock, a base running rating of 6. Hit to right +0. No chance to get the speedy Brock. He will come in, he will score, and Flood has his second RBI of the night. It's now 3-2. So Flood brings in Brock on an RBI single now. It will now bring in Torrey, and Torrey is 0-1. 2 men down, Flooded, 9 stolen bases, and that's a 20. Niekro fires the first. Nope, Flood will just get back. Now Niekro will deal. Niekro, 4-5. That's a walk, and that 5 will be ball 4. He does walk Torrey. The Cardinals are not done yet. First walk given up by Niekro. He only had 50 of them in 1969 and 284 innings pitched. That's pretty darn good. That'll bring up McCarver. McCarver's 0-1. Runners at first and second. Flood on at second. Torrey on at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Niekro, he'll go ahead and deal. 3-1 strikeout. Not with that 18. McCarver, 1-4. That's flied to left field. And Mike Lum says he'll get to it. And he will, and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, and a stolen base. Now it's a 3-2 ball game here, going to the bottom of the third. Two very good baseball teams right now playing each other. Ron McGrath joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. Leading off for the Braves will be Felix Millan. He's 0 for 1. Briles will deal. Briles, 3-1 against a righty walk. 10 is too high. Millan, 2-4. That's grounded to short. And Maxwell says he will take it and throw it over. And that will bring up the hammer. Aaron got a double his first time up. Is Hank Aaron still the home run king? A lot of people say still he is, even though Bobby Bonds did it all. But Bobby Bonds, of course, they say was on the juice. Is Hank Aaron still the home run king? Briles, 2-2. That's at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 1-6. Nope, that's a ground out to short second base. That'll get taken care of there by Javier. And he throws it over to first for the out. For a minute there, I thought Aaron was going to go ahead and knock that one out. Here's Cepeda. Cepeda got a base hit his first time up. Briles, 4-5 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. That 2 will get him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Briles. And the Braves go in order. 3-2 after 3. You see, Ben, the thing I have about that is there is nothing wrong in anything you said. Nothing fake or artificial about Aaron doing it. Even though Barry Bonds was supposed to be on the juice or something, whatever. I do understand that, and you are 100% right. That being said, Barry Bonds still had to put his bat on the ball. If the steroids made him stronger, it's one thing. I do not know if that made his eyesight any better. I don't know. You still have to put your bat on the ball, and you still have to hit the ball in a way to send it out. You just can't swing at it. You got to pretty much launch it. I don't know. Plus, after the 1994 strike, okay, or the cancellation of that season, baseball kind of needed a little bit of a push in order to get them back on the into the public's good graces. Hence the 1998 home run derby between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and all that. And now that they went ahead and put baseball back on the map, they haven't put them in the Hall of Fame or something. Like I said, nothing Ben Witt said is wrong. And, nothing Ben Witt said is 100% right. As I said, I sometimes wonder. Top of the fourth, 3-2. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Bob Johnson, and he got a base hit his first time up. Niekro, 4-2, strikeout. Nope, not with the 16. Johnson, 1-2. He gets another base hit. He hits that one into center field. That'll be a single for him. So Johnson, who'll be on the A's later in the year, but he's off to a good start tonight. Here's Haig. He's 0 for 1, infield double play. That's a 20. Niekro fires to first, and no. Johnson will get back. Johnson was picked off the last time. This time, Johnson learned. Niekro will go ahead and pitch. Niekro, 4-5, walk, 14 is high. Haig, 5-5, that's a fly to left. And Mike Lum says he'll come in and get it and make the play. Next batter is Maxwell. You still need the strength, the power of the bat to get over the fence. He had the eye, but that would have massed 700. Maybe he gets 550 to 600 without the extra power. As I said, Ben, you're nothing. Everything you said is 100% right. Brian B. joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. So runner on at first. Yes, put Rose and Jackson in, absolutely. Johnson on at first. Maxwell, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Johnson's not going anywhere. Niekro, 6-4, strikeout. Not with that 20. Maxville, 6-1, pop out to short. Sonny Jackson says he'll get to this one and make the play. 2 down. Next batter is Briles. Briles is 0 for 1. 2 down. Strategy. Nothing on the 11. Niekro. 3-1. Strikeout. 8. That will get Briles. Swing and a miss. Steer. Right out. And the inning is over. And that's the first strikeout for Phil Niekro. And that retires the side. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. Will go to the bottom of the 4th. XESG2 joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. Bob Johnson's like the most mundane name from MLB player. Ain't it though? Ain't it though? Yep. Bottom of the 4th inning here. Braves lead the Cardinals 3-2. Leading off for the ATL will be Clete Boyer. He got a double and scored on an error at the same time. Briles with the pitch. Briles, 6-4, blank. Boyer, 4-5, line out to short. Grabbed by Maxville, 1 away. Next batter is Jackson. Jackson's 0 for 1. Briles, they'll go ahead and pitch. Briles, 3-3, walk, 17, that's too high. Jackson, 2-6, and that's a ground out to short. So this time Maxville has to make a grounder, and he'll throw it over to first. And now Didier. Didier is 0 for 1. What if Aaron was bulking up like that? He hits 800. Oh, easily if he was bulking up. Aaron probably hits 800. Heck, you know what? If Ken Griffey Jr. was bulking up, Jr. probably would have hit 900 the way he was going if he didn't get hurt. Griffey Jr. would have hit 800 if he didn't get hurt. If he was bulking, he would have probably hit 900. Briles with the pitch. Briles, 6-6. Against the switch left, that's a walk plus 10, and that 5 will walk Didier. So Didier will trot the first on a walk. And here's Lum. Lum got a single his first time up. Runners at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Didier stays there. Briles, 3-2. Against the lefty, blank. Lum, 2-3. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 3, and that's going to be a single. Didier with 2 outs, base runner 3. Single to center, though. -3 is a 0. Because of an excellent arm by Kurt Flood, Didier is going to have to hold at second base. But a base hit by Lum, that's his second hit of the game. And now comes Niekro, who is very capable of getting a hit. Didier on it second, Lum on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Briles in some trouble here, he'll pitch. Briles, 3-6 against a righty. Strikeout 13 is going to miss. Niekro, 4-3, and he grounds it back to Briles. Briles will take care of it. Underhanded to first, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Still 3-2 Braves after 4. As we have a pretty good baseball game tonight between these two. And both these teams were pretty good in 69. Top of the 5th, leading off for the Redbirds will be Lou Brock. He got 2 base hits and 2 stolen bases. He's 2 for 2. Niekro, 6-4, strikeout 8. That will just miss. Brock, a 1-1, but this time he grounds out to second. That'll be handled there by Felix Mian. And they finally keep Brock off the bases. 1 down. Here's Javier. Javier is 0 for 2. I think you should put Thurman Munson in. I think you should put Thurman Munson in the hall. Niekro, 6-1, strikeout 1, got him. He gets Javier. And that is the second strikeout for Niekro. 2 away. And here's Flood. Flood is 2 for 2, a double and a single. Niekro, he'll go ahead and deal. Niekro, 5-2, walk, 17, Flood, 1-2, base hit. Flood gets his third hit of the game. He hits that one past the pitcher, and Flood is now 3 for 3. And here's the dangerous Torrey, and Torrey is 0 for 1 with a walk. Flood had 9 stolen bases. He won't get any here. Niekro goes ahead and sets in and deals. Niekro, 6-2. Pitcher result, that 16 is going to be too high. Torrey, 6-4, and that is a grounder to short. Handled easily there by Jackson, and he's going to throw to first to get Torrey, and the inning is done. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Where is David Vega? This is his Cardinals team. I'm wondering where David Vega is. I knew he wasn't going to miss his Cardinals. Bottom of the 5th, and the top of the order for the Braves. Here's Felipe Alou. He's 1 for 2. Briles will go ahead and pitch. Briles, 1-3 against a righty, strikeout, not with that 12. Alou, 6-2, base hit, hits one into center field. Alou gets his second hit of the game. Here's Mian. Always felt Felix Mian was an underrated player also. Mian is 0 for 2. Infield a double play. Strategy rolled, and Felipe will stay where he is. Briles, he will continue to pitch. Briles, 1-2, error on a throw. Mian, 1-5, that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Dow Maxville. His error rating is an 8. That's a 14. Now he will not make an error. Now we got to see what happens here to see if the pivot man does, if there is one. 2, 3. Second base, pivot Javier, a 0, a 1-3. This could be a double play. Now it could be a double play. Now Javier's error rating is a 9. Does he make a bad throw to first? Yes, he does. He will make a bad throw to first, and Torrey's not going to be able to make it. So Alou is out, but Mian is safe. So 1 out. And I know you can't always assume a double play, but I'm still going to call that one. And that's going to be an E6, and that's going to be the second error on the Cardinals. That is an error on Julian Javier throwing wide to first to get Mian. And I still got to roll to see if he makes the play. Yes, Torrey's range is a 3, and he does prevent the ball from getting past him anyway. So that's fine. So Mian stays at first, but I'm still going to call it an error. So next batter is the Hammer, and the Hammer is 1 for 2. He's got a double. 1 out. Mian on at first. Should it be 2 outs? Briles taking a look at Javier saying, man, you should have made that. Strategy. Nothing on the 9. Mian stays where he is. Briles, 4-1. Home run chance. Righty, 1-4. The 10 is too high. That would have been automatic. Aaron, 4-5. Instead, he hits one hard right to second base. Javier gloves it. Mian will be doubled off on a 1 or a 2. And nope, he gets back 2 outs. Aaron hit it right at Javier. Mian got back easily. That's a line out to second, 2 away. And now here's Cepeda. Cepeda is 1 for 2 with a single. Mian will stay at first base. Briles will deal. Briles, 4-2. Range play at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 5-3. That's a single plus to right field. Going after that is Joe Haig. His range is a 3, and he's got it. What a play by Haig, and the inning is over. Fly out to right, no runs, a hit, and 1 error. But the Braves can't capitalize on it. They still hold on to a 3-2 lead after 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Felipe Alou was your favorite player, really, as a Braves fan back in the 60s. I heard Felipe Alou actually had a very good following. Top of the 6th, leading off for the Redbirds will be Tim McCarver, and he's 0 for 2. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 3-4 at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 2-1. Ground out to first base, and Cepeda will take it to the bag himself. 1 down, here's Johnson. Johnson 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles on the board. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. Niekro, 6-1, strikeout 5. Johnson, 2-2, and it's a base hit past first, and Johnson has his 3rd hit of the game. Bob Johnson, his 3rd hit. Niekro can't get him out. And here comes Haig. Haig is 0 for 2. Infield double play. Bob Johnson stays put. Niekro will go ahead and he will pitch. Niekro, 3-1, strikeout 10. That will be too high. Haig, 4-2, and that's a single past first. It'll be a base hit. But Bob Johnson, however, is mud, and he'll hold it second. So a base hit by Haig. And now the Cardinals got something going on. And here comes Maxville. Maxville's 0 for 2. Still 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. 3-2 Braves here in a pretty good matchup in the National League here. Johnson on it second. Haig on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 18. Maxville's not bunting. He's swinging. Niekro, 6-4. Strikeout. 12 will miss. Maxville, 3-4, and that's a fly ball to center field. And Felipe Alou says he'll get it, and that is out number 2, and Johnson's not going anywhere. 2 down, and that will bring up Briles. He will bat. He's 0 for 2. Briles will bat here. He can still pitch to 5 more batters before he tires. So they're going to let him hit. This is the 1960s, not the 2020s. Strategy roll, nothing on the 15. Johnson stays put where he is. Niekro will go ahead and pitch. Niekro, 2-2, strikeout 15, and yes, he got him, struck him out. Briles is a 21, -5 makes him a 16, and he just got him, and the inning is over. That's the 3rd K for Niekro. No runs, 2 hits for the Redbirds. But the Braves only holding on to a 1-run lead here. Remember, guys, these games do count. They are the first. The games on the board are the number 1 tiebreaker in case of a tie at the end of the year. And it ties playoff positioning and seeding. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cleet Boyer leads off for the Braves. He is 1 for 2. Doubled and scored on an error. Briles will pitch. Briles, 6-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Boyer, 4-1. That's 1 to left field. And that's going to be Lou Brock getting to it. And he'll put it away for the out. 1 down for Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 2. Briles, 6-5. Range play. Jackson, 5-6 against the righty. It's a base hit past second. But it's a range play for Julian Javier. His range is a 3. And he's got it. Nice play by Javier. He'll get up there and he'll throw to first for the out. And that becomes a ground out to second instead with 2 outs. And now here's Didier. Didier 0 for 1 with a walk. Briles sets up and deals. Briles 3-1 against the switch left. That is a blank. Didier 2-6. That's a ground out to first, and that will be handled by Torrey, and he'll get to the bag himself. And then the inning. The Braves have scored 3 runs in the first, but they've only scattered 3 hits since then. 3-2 Braves after 6. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Mr. Lou Brock. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles and 2 stolen bases. And he scored both of the Cardinal runs. Niekro will go ahead and pitch. Niekro, 1-5, range play at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 4-2. That's a power hit to right field. That is a 6. That is a possible double. Right fielder going after it is the hammer, Hank Aaron, and he was excellent. His range is a 5. And he makes the catch and takes a double away from Brock, 1 out. What a play by Hank Aaron as Lou Brock hits 1-1 Hall of Famer, and the other Hall of Famer makes the play, 1 down. And Brock can't believe Aaron tracked that 1 down. Here's Javier. Javier is 0 for 3. 1 out. Niekro. 1-4. Possible error. Javier. 4-2. That's a fly ball to right field. The ball was hit to Hank Aaron. His error rating is a 3. That's an 18. He makes the catch. 2 down. Makes that play easy. And now here's Flood. Niekro hasn't been able to get him out. Flood is 3 for 3, a double and 2 singles. Niekro will go ahead and pitch. Niekro, 6-6, strikeout. Nope, not with the 17. Flood, 3-5, and Flood, he still can't get him out. That's a base hit to right field. Flood is 4 for 4. And Phil Niekro just bows his head a little bit, saying, what have I got to do to get this darn guy out? And then we'll bring up Torrey. Torrey is 0 for 2 with a walk. Flood has been on base all 4 times, but the furthest he got was 3rd. Strategy roll. That's a 20. Niekro fires to first base, and no, just missed him. Flood will get back, and now Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 4-6, that's at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 3-5, and it is a ground ball to second base. Felix Mion will get that easily. Knows Flood is way too fast. He'll throw to first to get Torrey, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. And the Braves are holding on to this 3-2 lead. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, and it will be May 29th. It will be our final game in the month of May. And we are going to take a trip to Oakland Alameda Coliseum. And I know Chuck Rawlings, if he's lurking, will not miss tomorrow night. It will be the Detroit Tigers taking on the Oakland Athletics. Denny McClain will be going for the Tigers, and Catfish Hunter will be going for the A's. We got a good matchup tomorrow night for Friday Night Baseball, our final game for the month of May. So do not miss that exciting matchup. The the Tigers and the A's, McLean and Hunter. That'll be tomorrow night on the network. Mike in the Truck joins us here at Atlanta Stadium. Mike in the Truck is the official technical director for RJL Network. I dubbed him the official technical director. Bottom of the seventh, and let's see, leading off for the Braves is going to be Mike Lum. Lum has got 2 singles tonight. He's 2 for 2. 3-2 Braves here at Atlanta Stadium. Good matchup between Nelson Briles and Phil Niekro. Combined ERA of these two is a little bit above, just barely over 6. Briles with the pitch. Thought it was unofficial. Did you get promoted? You always were official, Mike in the Truck. Briles, 5-2, blank, Lum. 1-2, base hit for Lum. He gets his 3rd hit of the game. That's a base hit pass into left. And so Kurt Flood can't be taken out by Phil Niekro, and Mike Lum can't be taken out by Briles. The next batter is Niekro. Niekro is tired. He is tired as of now. You got a 3-2 lead here, but Niekro can hit. Niekro can hit. He is tired, though. That's going to be it for Phil Niekro. He's done his job. They will take him out of the ball game. Braves will turn it over to the bullpen. So that will be it for him. We will see a new pitcher, but we will also see a new hitter. Coming on to pinch hit for the Braves is going to be Rico Cardi. 342 average, 16 homers, 58 RBIs, and that is a good choice. Infield a double play. Rico Cardi will go ahead and pinch hit. Strategy roll, nothing on the 8. Lum stays at first. Briles will pitch. Briles, 4-4, blank. Cardi, 1-5, base hit, right field, single. Lum, base runner 3. Single to right +4, no throw. Lum will easily get the 3rd, and Cardi gets the 1st. So Cardi comes one off the bench and gets a base hit. As once again, the managing here at RJL Network is just so superior, much more superior than that other channel. Bringing in Rico Cardi to pinch hit. What a great call that was. Runners at the corners, no one out. Infield coming in. Here comes Alou. And Alou is 2 for 3. Briles is now tired, and that is going to be it for him. So Nelson Briles will come out of the game, and the Cardinals will go to the bullpen. And let's see. They still have some pitchers left. Let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch. And they are going to go with... Let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Gary Waslewski. Waslewski will be on the Montreal Expos later in 1969. He is a Cardinal tonight. 3 wins, 9 losses, a save, a 3.39 ERA. Waslewski will come on to pitch here to try to get out of this jam. Infield is in. Runners at the corners, 3-2 Braves. Alou is the batter. He is 2 for 3. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 19. Alou is not going to bunt. He's going to swing. Waslewski will go ahead and pitch. Waslewski, 1-2. That's a walk +10, and that 16 is not going to walk him. It'll be too high. Alou, a 1-5, and it's a base hit past first. That'll be a single. The Braves will get a run. Lum will go ahead and score, and it's a base hit past first. Cardi will have the speed. He'll get the 3rd. Alou to first. It's 4-2 Braves. Stadium cheers. Yay! Felipe Alou gets his 3rd hit of the game. It's an RBI single. Now 4-2. Here comes Mian. And Mian is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. Infield is still staying in. Cardi on at first. No, I would not replace Cardi in there, but actually Brian B., because Lum is a much better fielder. So no, he will not be in the game for that. Not right now. You're ahead. Cardi on at third, Alou on at first, but you're not wrong though, Brian. Waslewski will go ahead and pitch to Mian, strategy roll, and nothing on the 16. Waslewski, a 6-4, walk, 13 is high. Mian, 1-2, that's a ground out to the pitcher. Now, the infield is in, so 2, but into the pitcher, -1. Cardi has a base running rating of 0. There is no way he can score, so Alou will go to second. The only play they have is to get Mian at first for the out. So the runners, so Cardi stays on a ground out to the pitcher. 1 down. Here comes Aaron, and they're gonna pitch to the hammer. He is 1 for 3. Infield is still in. It's a 4-2 Braves lead now. Waslewski trying to get out of this jam. Strategy rolls are still on, and nothing on the 9. Waslewski will go ahead and pitch. Waslewski, 4-5, walk. That is ball 4. That's a 2. He goes ahead and walks Aaron. Maybe an intentional walk. But now here comes Orlando Cepeda. He is 1 for 3. Infield is now going to go. They're going to go double play and try to turn the 2. Cardi on at third, Alou on at second, Aaron at first. Waslewski here for the Cardinals, trying to get it done. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 13. Waslewski's got to be careful with Cepeda. He can hit it. Waslewski, 3-6, walk plus 10. That's a 3. He walked in a run. Stadium cheers. Yay! He goes ahead and walks. He walks Cepeda, and that will bring in a run. 2 walks in a row. Now 5-2 Braves. And now the batter is Boyer. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And now the Braves trying to blow this game open. Boyer is 1 for 3. Got a double and scored on an error. Still, the infield is going to still play a double play depth. Boyer does hit into a number of them. Now bases are still loaded. They're going to still let Waslewski pitch, but this game may be getting ahead out of range. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 15. Waslewski will pitch. 6-3, strikeout 17. No. Boyer, 5-1. It's a fly out to left field. Coming in there quickly is Brock. And that is out number 2. Boyer, a sacrifice fly of 1, and will bring in Alou. Alou will score. Hank Aaron's base running rating is a 4. Hit the left -3. Brock a 0. Aaron can get the third on a 1. He holds. He holds, but a run scores by Alou. And it will be a sacrifice fly, and it is now 6-2 in favor of the Braves. Two outs now. And here comes Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 3. Waslewski. They're going to see if they can get out of the inning. They're going to see if they can get out of the inning here, although Jackson hits righties better. That's going to be it for Gary Waslewski. He comes in. He's ineffective. Cardinals will go back to the bullpen, and they're going to pitch to Sonny Jackson a little differently here. Let's see who they're going to bring in to pitch. Or they're going to let Waslewski bat. You know what? No, they're going to let him pitch. They're going to let him continue to stay out there. Waslewski will continue to pitch. As I said, this is the 60s. So now 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Jackson is 0 for 3. Strategy rolls are now off. Waslewski, 3-2. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-8. The 10 is high. Jackson, 1-2. And it's a base hit to left field. He still gets a single. Aaron with 2 outs, base runner 5. Single to left plus 1 is a 6. There won't be a throw home. Aaron will score. Orlando Cepeda with 2 outs, base runner 4, single to left, -2, a 1-2. Cepeda will get the third, and he won't. Cepeda holds at second base, but Aaron does come in to score. It's 7-2 Braves. Stadium cheers. Yay! The batter now is Didier, and now that is going to be it for Wasilewski, as the Cardinals have seen enough. 7-2 now in favor of the Braves, as they are really pouring it on here in the 7th. And coming on to pitch now for the Cardinals is going to be Ron Willis. 1 win, 2 losses, a 4.22 ERA. Ron Willis will be the third Cardinal pitcher. He does have special case strikeout. So 7-2 Braves. Unfortunately, the managing of RJL Network seemed to only work for the Braves today. Well, yeah, you know, that's top-of-the-line managing. Still better than that other channel, as far as I know. Cepeda on at second, Jackson on at first. Willis will pitch to Didier. Didier is 0 for 2 with a walk. Willis, 1-3. Wild pitch! Yep, that's a 6. And the first thing he does is uncork a wild one, and the runners will move up. And the wheels are falling off here for the Cardinals in this inning. Willis will try it again. Willis, 1-5. Again a wild pitch! That is a 5 again, a wild pitch. A 1-12, a 1-5 wild, 1-12. Cepeda will score. Jackson to third, 8-2 Braves. Stadium cheers. Yay! Two wild pitches in a row by Ron Willis. And he had a lot of them apparently, in that year. So Ron Willis comes in and uncorks a couple of wild pitches. And now it's 8-2 Braves. And Ron Willis will still pitch a Didier. And by the way, that is ball 2. Willis will pitch. Willis, 5-3 against the switch left. It's a blank. Didier, 2-5. It's a base hit past first, and the Cardinals just can't get out of the inning. Jackson will come in to score. Didier to first. It's 9-2 Braves. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Braves have batted around in this inning. Here's Lum. And Lum is 3 for 3. No matter what happens right now, the Cardinals are just not getting this game tonight. 6 wild pitches in 32 innings, and that's a lot. That's actually a lot. Didier on at first. Willis will continue to pitch. 5-2 against the lefty walk. 16 is high. Lum, 2-6. And they finally get out of the inning. That's a fly ball to center field. And Kurt Flood will get there, make the catch, and retire the side. 6 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches. What an inning for the Bravos. And they have a 9-2 lead after 7. And maybe I'm glad David Vega is not here today for this game, because I'm pretty sure he would be saying red. Mike Lum, member of the greatest team ever, 1986, not 1976. Oh, yeah, that's right, Brian B. You got that right. 1986 is the greatest team ever. 1986, yeah, you're right there, Brian B. 1986 was the greatest baseball season in history. You got that right. Top of the 8th inning, 9-2 Braves. Braves need a pitcher. Leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Tim McCarver. He is 0 for 3. As we start the top of the 8th, let's see who the Braves want to bring out. And they are going to go with a 7-run lead. They're going to bring out Claude Raymond, 3 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, a 4.89 ERA. But they got a 7-run lead here. We'll see if this kind of pitcher will do it. So Claude Raymond will come out to pitch. Tim McCarver will lead off. Top of the 8th, 9-2 Braves. Raymond, 3-3, that's blank. McCarver, 2-4, fly ball right field. And some bum out there by the name of Hank is going to make the catch. Next up is Johnson. Johnson's 3 for 3 tonight. Atlanta couldn't get him out. Raymond, a 3-6 error on a throw. Johnson, 3-1. That's going to be an infield single. That's picked up by Clint Boyer. His error rating is an 8. That's an 11. He will not throw. And Johnson has his 4th hit of the game. No throwing error, as that's an infield single. So Bob Johnson doing everything in for the Cardinals, but nobody else is. The next batter is Haig, and we may see a pinch hitter for him. Haig, a 170 batter, although you're down by 7 runs, but Haig is in right field, and we're going to see a pinch hitter. Haig coming out of the game and coming on to pinch hit and take over in right field is going to be Vada Pinson. And I think he should be in the Hall. 255 average, 10 homers, 70 RBIs in 69. So Vada Pinson will take over in right field. And he is a 2-1-0. So timeout while I make some changes here. So 2-1-0 in right field for the Cardinals. So he would be, he's a 0, so +2, +1, -1. +1, -1. So Vada Pinson will take over in right. Johnson on at first. David just texted me to tell you all rigged. So Johnson on at first base, infield double play, strategy rolls are off. Raymond, 6-3, that's a blank. Pinson, 3-2, that's a fly to left field. And Mike Lum will get to that one and make the catch for out number 2. 2 down. Next up is Maxville. He's not that great a hitter either. Do they want to make a change for him? And the answer is going to be no. They're going to let him bat because really, there really is nobody else to put on. I have another shortstop, but he's just as bad as a hitter. They're going to let, and Maxwell did have 372 at bats. He's going to hit. Johnson on at first. Raymond with the pitch. Raymond, 3-2, walk 2, and that will be ball 4. He walked Maxville. So now runners at first and second on the walk. We'll see a pinch hitter for Ron Willis. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals is going to be Mike Shannon. 254 average, 12 homers, 55 RBIs. Still 2 outs here on the top of the 8th, but the Braves have a 9-2 lead. Claude Raymond just trying to have a nice inning. Raymond goes ahead and sets in and deals. Raymond, 3-1, blank. Shannon, 6-4. Ground ball to third. He'll have a good inning. And that'll get picked up there by Boyer. And he's going to force out Johnson at third, and the inning will be over. No runs, a hit, and a walk for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pinch hitter coming in for Claude Raymond as he gets the job done. And coming on to pinch hit for the Braves is going to be Gil Garrido, 220 average and 10 RBIs. And the Cardinals need a pitcher. And let's see, it's pretty much a mop-up. So coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Chuck Taylor. 7 wins, 5 losses, a 2.55 ERA. Taylor pretty much now in a mop-up role, but he's going to come out there to pitch. So Chuck Taylor now comes on for the Cardinals against Garrido. 9-2 Braves. Taylor, 1-5, blank. Garrido, 3-2, base hit. It's one into left field. That's a single. So he gets into the act with a leadoff single. The next batter is Alou. Alou is 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Infield double play. Strategy rolls her off. Taylor, 2-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 12 is high. Taylor will do it again. Taylor, 6-3, strikeout, 16 is high. Alou, 4-5, that's fly to right. And Veda Pinson will get to that and make the play, 1 down. Here's Mian. Mian is 0 for 4, but did reach on an error. Taylor, 4-1, righty, strikeout, 12 is high. Mian, 2-5, fly ball to left field this time, and Lou Brock will come under it. And he'll get it for out number 2. And now the next batter is the hammer. This crowd will go nuts if Aaron can hit one out. Aaron is 1 for 3, a double and a walk. Garrido on it first. Taylor looking in on the hammer. Can Aaron go ahead and maybe help the Braves here right here and get some more insurance, even though they have a 7-run lead? Taylor with the pitch. 2-4. It's a blank. Aaron, 4-2, and it's a power hit to left field. That's an 18, and against a righty, it's going to be a fly out to left field. Lou Brock's going to go back to the track near the wall, but he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Braves as Aaron knows he just missed it. But they have a 9-2 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Yes, I know Bob Newhart did pass away. One of the best. And yes, he was one of the best. 9-2 Braves. That's the top of the order for the Cardinals. Here's Lou Brock. He is 2 for 4, 2 singles and 2 stolen bases. It is not a save situation. And they are going to go ahead and bring out the pitch. Coming on to pitch for the Braves is going to be Paul Doyle. 2 wins, no losses, 4 saves, a 2.08 ERA. Can only pitch to 4 batters, but I want to give the guy a chance. So Paul Doyle is going to try to get a hold here. So 9-2, top of the 9th inning. Doyle will pitch to Brock. Doyle, 4-1, range play at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 2-2. It's a single plus to left field. Going after that is Mike Lum. His range is a 5. And that's a 6, of course, and he can't get it. And that's going to be a single plus. But Brock has to try for second. His base running rating is a 5. Lum -1, a 1-4. Brock turns it into a double, and he does. Lou Brock, maybe not something he should have done, but he turns on the Jets and gets into second with a double. So a leadoff runner on for the Redbirds. Here's Javier. He's 0 for 4. Brock on at second. Doyle will continue to pitch. Doyle will deal. Doyle, 4-1. Again, the range play at the park. Atlanta Stadium, 6-2. And it's pumped up behind the plate. Bob Didier's range is a 2. He's in foul territory. Nope, it'll be out play. Strike 1. Doyle will do it again. Doyle, 4-2. Strikeout 4. No, that will be too high. Javier, 3-5. And that's a pop out to short. And Sonny Jackson says he'll get it. And he'll make the catch for the out. 1 away. Here comes Flood. Flood is 4 for 4. 3 singles and a double. Doyle will go ahead and pitch to Flood here. The Braves have a 9-2 lead. Braves fans right now not worried at this time. Doyle, 6-4. Wild pitch. Yep, that goes to the backstop, and Brock goes to third. Paul Doyle uncorks a wild one. That puts Brock to third base. They're going to keep the infield back. The runner on third don't mean anything. Doyle will pitch again. 2-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Flood. 1-2. And it's a base hit for Flood. He hits it right up the middle and into the outfield. What a night for him. 5 for 5. Brock will come in. He will score. It's 9-3. What a night for Curt Flood, as he is absolutely on fire. 4 singles and a double. The batter now is Torrey. Torrey is 0 for 3 with a walk. Now it's 9-3. Flood on at first. Doyle will pitch to Torrey. He will be tired after him, though. Flood on at first. Doyle will deal. Doyle, 3-4, strikeout plus 10, that's a 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That is a big K by Doyle. 2 outs. And now the last chance for the Cardinals is Tim McCarver. He is 0 for 4. Doyle is tired. He says, I can get the final out, coach. Flood is on at first. Doyle looking to get the final out of the game. Doyle, unfortunately, will not get a hold because he did allow a run. So Doyle will pitch to McCarver, just trying to close it out. Braves bullpen is ready just in case. Doyle looking at McCarver. Fans here at Atlanta Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Doyle, 1-2, strikeout plus 10. That's a 16, and that's going to be too high. McCarver, 4-3, and it's a ground ball to second base. Getting up with it is Felix Mion. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. Braves will go ahead and knock off the Redbirds tonight, 9-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1 run, 2 hits, and a wild pitch. But that will do it as the Atlanta Braves get a win over the Cardinals tonight, 9-3 in a pretty good ball game. It was pretty good until the Braves opened it up. But they get the job done here. And well done, actually, as a matter of fact. Final line score coming up. For the Braves, 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors. For the Cardinals, 3 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Phil Niekro. He'll go ahead and get the win. Nelson Briles will wind up with the loss. And Claude Raymond will actually pick up a hold. But that will do it for the game tonight. As the Braves get a win, they will go to 22-18. And the Cardinals now drop to 28-14. And we are still not done. 10-minute ticker is next. That was a lot of fun to play. Between 2 solid baseball teams. Who knows? Those two might be meeting in the postseason. You never know. Since my postseason is expanded, you never know what matchups you'll get. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Kind of a short 10-minute ticker tonight, I think. There was only one other game played on May 26th, and that was Minnesota at Washington. Twins, 11-22 and 2 runs. Senators, 5-55, and that's 5 runs. And the Twins will get that one. So we go quickly to May 27th. Cleveland at California. Indians, 5-46, 4 runs. Angels, 2-51, 3 runs, a win for the Tribe. Yankees and the White Sox. Yankees, 11-64, that's 8. White Sox 234, that's 2. Bronx Bombers get the win. Boston and the Royals, Red Sox 13-12 and 1. Royals 11-53, and that's 6, a win for the Royals. Detroit at Oakland, Tigers 11-56, and that's 6 runs. Oakland 9-35, and that is 3 runs. That's a win for the Cats. Baltimore at Seattle, Orioles 16-44, and that's 6. Pilots 6-16, that is 1, and the Orioles continue to dominate everybody. Minnesota at Washington, Twins 14-56, 7 runs. Senators 9-25, 3 runs. Win for the Twins. Cardinals and the Braves, Cardinals 9-36, 4 runs. Atlanta 9-22, 2 runs. The Cardinals will get some payback. Philadelphia and the Astros, Phillies 12-14, that's 2. Astros 9-13, that's 1. That's a win for the Phils. Dodgers and the Expos, Dodgers 17-43, 6 runs. Expos 1-43, and that's 2 runs. A win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Mets, Padres 246, and that is 3. Mets 1166, that's 10. And my Mets will get a happy recap. Cubs and the Giants, Cubs 15-12, and that is 1. Giants 863, and that's 7. And that's a win for the Giants. On to May 28th. Cleveland at California. Cleveland 861, 6 runs. Angels 724, 2 runs. A win for the Tribe. Yankees and the White Sox. Yankees 612, that is 0. White Sox 745, and that is 4 runs. A win for the Palehose. Boston and the Royals. Red Sox 1244 and 5. Kansas City 732, 3. That's a win for the Bo Sox. Detroit at Oakland. We have these 2 tomorrow night. Tigers 855, that's 5. Athletics 1063, that's 7. And the A's get the win. Baltimore and the Pilots. Orioles 1732, that's 5. Pilots 454, and that's 4. And that will be a win for the Orioles. Minnesota at Washington. Twins 22-35, and is 6. Senators, though, 1061, that is also 6. They will tie. Minnesota rolls a 4, minus 3 is 1. Washington rolls a 3, plus 0. That is going to be a win for the Senators. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals 715, and that is 1. Braves 351, and that is 3. And the Braves will get the win. Pirates and the Reds. Pirates 1854, and that's 7. Reds 1664, and that's 9. And that game belongs to the Reds. Phillies and the Astros. Phillies 344, and that is 3. Astros 934, and that is also 3. They will go into extras. Both teams roll a 3. Philadelphia plus 0. Astros plus 0. It's a tie, which means the Astros win it by virtue of home field. Dodgers and the Expos. Dodgers 1053, and that is 5. Expos 546, and that's 4. It's another win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Mets. Padres minus 423, that's 0. Mets 1063, that is 7. All you got to do is play the Padres and you get back on the winning track, and that will be another happy recap for my Mets. Cubs and the Giants. Cubs, 1855, and that is 8. Giants, 1036, and that's 4, and that will be a win for the Cubbies. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be May 29th. It'll be our final game for the month of May. We will be at Oakland Alameda Coliseum as the Detroit Tigers take on the Oakland Athletics. Denny McLain will be going for the Tigers, and Catfish Hunter will be going for the A's. A good matchup tomorrow night between two teams that are right now early in the playoff hunt. Tigers and the A's, McLain and Hunter. Be there or be square. Brian B., Ben Witz, Matthew Stringer, XESG2, Marlon Price, Phoenix Knight, Mike in the Truck. Let's see, Doug Hunt, John Haverly. I'm sorry, I missed you. Frank Rosank. And let's see here. Sports Time Machine, Ron McGrath. Clee Baseball Fan, Rick Query, and Jeremy Brooks. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It's a nice win for the Atlanta Braves tonight. They beat the Redbirds 9-3. See you tomorrow for some Friday night baseball.